eye contact, speaking clearly, and practice makes perfect. It's important to communicate effectively because it's important for people to know what you want and what you don't want. How you present yourself, polite reactions. It's always best to be polite, not to be angry or harsh or patient. Is always a good strategy to communicate effectively. It all has to do with your impression.
My name is Danko, and I have worked with people with developmental disabilities for the past 28 years. It's important for people with developmental disabilities to be able to advocate for themselves, to be able to tell you what they want, where they want to live, where they want to work, what friends they want to have, even what they like to eat. So today I'm going to persuade you to support people with developmental disabilities to become self-advocates, so that they can live their lives like they want to and not how others think they should. So today we're going to talk about the problems people with developmental disabilities face with making their wants and needs known, trainings that will help them advocate for themselves, and the benefits of getting involved with the OSDA, the Ohio Self-Determination Association. For a long time, people with developmental disabilities had a team make all their decisions for them. Their guardian, their provider, some other members of the team, a behavior specialist, a nurse, and they would sit around a table sometimes with the individual there, sometimes not. And that team would make every decision about that person's life. People just assumed that individuals with developmental disabilities couldn't make their own decisions. And the team decision was final. That was the thing that made it kind of hard for the person with the disability, is that whatever the team decided, they went back and told the person, this is what you're going to do, with your life. Communication was definitely a barrier. Some of our folks don't speak, or they're difficult to understand. So we're going to talk about self-advocacy. The definition for self-advocacy is the practice of having people with developmental disabilities speak for themselves and control their own affairs, rather than having those around them who do not have disabilities automatically assume responsibility for them. It's taking time to assess the person's ability to make their own decisions. Obviously, there are some people with developmental disabilities that don't always make the safest decisions or the healthiest decisions, and that's when people need to step in and help them. But for the most part, decisions about their everyday life they can make themselves. The Ohio Self-Determination Association, it provides training for people with disabilities. There's a training called the STIR Project, and STIR stands for Steps Towards Independence and Responsibility. It's a 4-day training that not only teaches them how to speak for themselves, but teaches them how to come back and teach other people with disabilities how to also speak up for themselves. The OSDA promotes self-advocacy throughout the entire state of Ohio. It assists people with disabilities to connect with policymakers at both state levels and local levels. It trains leaders to pave the way for other people, and it helps break down communication barriers by helping people obtain iPads to be able to communicate better, or making sure that people are with them that understand them, that can kind of translate for them. So it makes it a little bit easier. The benefits for the individual is that we have a new Imagine planning process that creates service plans that are now based on what the person wants and not what a team of people are getting around the table and saying they want. The OSDA promotes changes in laws, state and federal. And it helps the individual get involved in the lawmaking process. We've had individuals, go to the state capitol and petition for laws to be changed for people with developmental disabilities. It connects people with disabilities from all over the state, and it provides venues and opportunities for them to get together so that they can talk about what they want and how the changes that they want to make. How you can help. You can help by joining the OSDA. Memberships are available for companies, professionals, family members, and self-advocates. And I actually have a flyer that I will pass out to you guys that has more information about becoming a member. But the biggest thing is spreading the word. word. The OSD has been around since 2000. I've been in the field for 28 years, and I only just learned about it 4 years ago. So they definitely need to get the word out to other people and to other facilities that have people with developmental disabilities or other families. So I did include the address there also. So in conclusion, I have shared with you that people with disabilities struggle to be heard. The OSD provides training and support to help people with developmental disabilities become self-advocates. And by getting involved, you can make a difference. If you get involved with the OSDA, you can make a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities. You can help them create the lives that they want and not the lives that other people